Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the vlog. It is Tuesday and I'm about to go into a massage appointment and I'm so excited. I haven't had a massage in a minute and it's gonna be really nice because I'm starting my period soon, so I'm cramping, so hopefully she can help. It's a really big garbage truck. Help with the pain of my lower back, and I've been having a lot of headaches lately, so hopefully she can help with that. And yeah, it'll just be a nice, good start to my day. I always get my massages in the morning, which I'm actually kind of rethinking that I should probably have them towards the end of the day so I can like relax and just like go to sleep after. But I have like a pretty busy day ahead of me. I wasn't supposed to, but then deadlines kind of came up a little bit fast, and so now I have a really busy day and I have a lot to get done, so that's just the way it happens. But yeah, I also bought a car mount for my tripod, but I don't know where to put it, and I also don't know if, because of my mic on top of my camera, if it's gonna even work in here. I wish I set it up yesterday when Cody and I were in the car together, because I'm like, where do I put it? I mean, it's kind of big, so I don't really know if it's even gonna work, and it's meant to go like on the window, like you can suction cup it, but like I also don't want to hang my camera upside down, especially not this one. If I was still filming on the G7X, I probably wouldn't think two thoughts of it, but this camera's a little bit different, and also the mic is so big, so yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Might return it. Also very exciting, yesterday I got a text to book my vaccine appointment because we live in a hotspot area, so they're now vaccinating 18 plus, which is so exciting. My parents got theirs really soon, and I actually have my appointment closer, or like sooner than Cody, because he got his through work, which is kind of interesting, but he wasn't able to book until a day that he was able to like make sure he could take things off and stuff. And so I'm getting mine next Wednesday and he's getting his the following Sunday, I believe. So anyway, I'm so excited. I like screamed, and I like got the text when I was like walking across the street. I like did a little gallop. I was so excited. So yeah, I'm very, very excited, and I definitely did not think I'd be getting vaccinated this soon, because I thought I'd be last on the list because I'm really young. So it's a weird system. It's kind of flawed, not gonna lie. There's definitely people that should be vaccinated before me, 100%, but this is just the system that's happening. Also too, when we were supposed to register, or not supposed to register, when the registration opened to sign up to then get notified, I was like first. I didn't wait until my age group, so I don't know if I was like one of the first, so that's why I'm at the top of the list. I'm not really sure how it all works, but either way, very grateful, very excited to be getting that done next week, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Obviously, it's, you know, it's just one of those things. I'm excited. I'm out of my massage now. I'm all puffy. That was really good. I personally, obviously massages are relaxing and I love that, but a lot of the time, for me anyway, they're a little bit more painful because I have a lot of stuff that needs to be massaged out, and this was the first time anyone's ever touched my hip flexors or like massaged my hip flexors, and ow, like that hurts so bad. It's not even an area I knew people got massaged, but I clearly need to work on stretching that out and taking more care of it, because ow, it hurts so bad. One side was like, okay, this is pretty painful, but like not too bad, and then the other side was like, holy shit. I was like twitching kind of almost because it was so painful. But anyway, I'm so sleepy. I'm out now. It is so beautiful out. It's very, very warm, and I had the idea that I want to go pick up some fabric because I ordered a photo backdrop on Amazon, and I'm hoping it'll arrive today or tomorrow for taking some Instagram pictures, because I do love the lighting in my apartment. However, a lot of it is like set back, and so if I have like a backdrop and bring it closer to the window, I think I could get some really good pictures. It's also just fun and different. I haven't had like a backdrop or anything like that in quite a few years to use, so kind of just something fun and creative. So I think I'm gonna take this time now to go to Fabricland, I think that's what it's called, and maybe pick out some fabrics. Seems like a fun thing to do. I'm clearly home now. I got myself ready, did my hair, did my makeup, because I have some content to shoot later. I'm just waiting for my Amazon package to arrive so then I can take the photos with the cute backdrop that I bought. I will show you the fabrics because I really like the colors that I chose. It was a little bit pricey. It was probably almost the same price as the actual photo stand that I got. If it's good though, I will link the photo backdrop thing down below if you guys are interested, because I just think it's a fun creative thing. Hopefully all goes well. But I just filmed a TikTok slash something I'm gonna share on my Instagram probably, because I tried out the Anastasia brow freeze for the first time. I have been wanting to try this for so long because everyone and their mom has been hyping it up, and you guys know I have naturally so fluffy brows, so fluffy, very fluffy brows, and so I've been using and testing a bunch of different brow products for years. My go-to is always the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. It's just good and easy, and then if I want something like glue or like soap brows, I'll go with the Got2b. But my problem with this is it leaves a little bit of residue. It's obviously really cheap, which is great, but it does kind of leave some like residue. I also have this thing with my brows where they get super flaky and like dry skin. It's like kind of weird, but if you guys have any solutions or if you also struggle with that, let me know, because it's like a random thing. So when I'm brushing my brows, it's like basically combing out dandruff. It sounds gross, but like it's probably just dead skin. Maybe I need to exfoliate my brows more. Anyway, I wanted to try this and I'm so impressed. Look at my brows. They are so fluffy and it's like stiff, but not in a like crunchy way, and like they feel really good, and it was so easy to use. So yeah, I'm really impressed. I think this will become a nice everyday brow product for me because it is super easy to use, and we'll see how it holds the rest of the day. But if you want to see how I did apply it, then go check out my TikTok for that. So it's quite a while later, just opening up some packages. Got my magnesium, always great. And then I also picked up a filter from Amazon. This is the Gobi brand. I always have Cody inspect and review camera stuff before we purchase it, and this is a filter for this camera for when I film in the sunlight because it looks awful when I do, and so having a filter is really going to help that. Looks pretty nice. Nice carrying case too, so got that. And then I did end up shooting my sponsored content that I needed to get done today, and I just used my light poles or light stands and then clipped the fabric kind of across. It worked for the moment, and of course as soon as I was done, my photo backdrop stand arrived, of course. So I kind of want to set it up and show you guys the fabrics. It went really well. Lighting was definitely better, and yeah, we'll have to see how big it is. And this one is in a very needy mood. If I leave him for too long or shut the door, he starts crying, so that's good. This is what he thinks is okay, and he'll just sometimes sit on my back like this, just chilling, not a care in the world, just digging his claws into my back. This is not the massage I signed up for. Can you get down, please? Okay, down, down. I'm gonna set up the photo backdrop. Let's see how big this is. This looks pretty fancy. And normally my plan would be to set it up facing the window, so like this way, not this way, but this is just to see if all the pieces are good. It also came with sandbags, but I think you have to fill it with your own sand, which is kind of funny. This is really big, because there's 4 of these poles and I've already done 2, and it's pretty wide already, which is good. This is so long. Can I not do it like this? I knew we'd get there eventually. There we go. Okay. And now for the fabric. So I got this big white piece. This is a kind of knit material because I asked for something that wouldn't wrinkle, so it has a bit of like a texture to it, which is really nice, and both are supposed to be good for washing in the washing machine, so hopefully that's true. Oh yeah, that's great. Ooh, it's kind of slidey. Pin it to the side, like so. That way, ooh, it can be like tight. Look at that! That looks great. Here we go. Here is the backdrop. It looks so good, and actually the fabric piece matches and like fits way better than I thought it would. There's tons of fabric here, so even if I wanted to extend it kind of longer, I think it would still be great to hang like this way and just have a little bit, because you can always pin it. I think this looks great, and I'm really excited to have this to film content with. Figured I might as well take advantage of this nice background for the most part and show you guys the other piece of fabric I got. So I wanted to grab something that was a little bit more beige and neutral, and originally I'd picked out a piece that was like $15, not on sale, and then I found this one and I like this one better. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I really like the tone of it, obviously. This one is definitely more of a wrinkled fabric, so if I wanted it to be super like clean and neat, I'd probably steam it. Same with this one because there is like line, but I can always Photoshop that out if it's just pictures. I also thought that this one could look really cool like draped and stuff, so if I wanted to like kind of drape it that way, it would look nice, and use it for like flat lays and stuff. It's just a really nice, pretty material, even layered. I feel like it looks kind of nice. So yeah, those are my two new options. I remember back in the day I had like bright pink, bright blue, like tie-dye backdrops. These are way more my style, and I'm very excited to have them. I think I'll shoot some like tutorials and like Instagram or TikTok content with these in the background. Noodle's meowing, he wants in. Sometimes it just takes, you know, getting a couple pieces of fabric to re-inspire me and get me excited to shoot content again. So yeah, I'm very thrilled with this, very happy. I have a iced sugar-free oat milk vanilla latte here that I've been nursing for the past 2 hours. I feel like the vlogs are getting a little bit repetitive because I'm not doing a whole lot right now, so I figured it would be kind of fun and different to do a what's my trash products I've used up for the second half of today's video. And so I have a huge basket here filled with things I've used up, and normally I do these videos on my Instagram as an IGTV. I have a full series over there on things I've used up, what's my trash. I think I have about like 7 or 6 episodes or something, so if you enjoy this kind of content, then definitely go check out those. And I just have way too many products and things to share that video would be way too long, so I'm gonna do it here. So some of these products are completely empty, some are not. I did a little bit of decluttering probably a few weeks ago. I haven't done my like main declutter, but anyway, we'll just, you know, get started. So the first thing I used up is the Method body wash. This is a Pure Peace body wash. It's peony, rose water, and pink sea salt. I really like the scent of this. If you like rose scented things, you'll like it. It lathers really nicely. I always use body washes as obviously my body wash, but also shave cream, and I would repurchase from this brand. I'm just using up something else at the moment. Every Empties video I do, I always have one of these that I've used up. This is the Bioderma Micellar Water. If you haven't tried this to remove your makeup, it is hands down my favorite way to remove my makeup, and I do this as my first step when I'm taking everything off, and then I'll double cleanse. But yeah, it's fantastic. I'm already like halfway through a new bottle. This is one of my favorite things ever. These are the Pacifica Dream Sleep Beauty Sleep Support Vegan Friendly Melatonin and Alphanine Chamomile and Elderberry Gummies. So I was so kindly sent 3 more bottles of this. I love this because it's a melatonin supplement that you can take at night to get you to go to sleep, but they're not addicting, and also they help like relieve stress so you have like a calmer sleep and you can kind of wind down. I love the taste of them. I love that they're vegan and they're just really delicious. So highly recommend these if you're looking for like a sleeping gummy. Another Pacifica product I used up is their Clean Shot. This is their retinoid and bakuchi oil, 3% in seawater and jasmine. It's basically like a retinol alternative, but this one's super, super gentle. I applied this right after toning in my nighttime skincare routine. I do actually have a 5% version of this, so if you're looking for something a little bit stronger, or if you've used bakuchi oil before, maybe that's something to look into. It's probably the one I'm going to use next. I'm currently using the Herbivore bakuchi oil though, so I'm testing that one out because I have a little sample of that, but I definitely recommend this. I really liked it. It's a great introduction to retinol. It's very gentle and good for sensitive skin, and I had no issues with it, so really like that. In between, when I was out of my Belief moisturizer, I did try a couple that didn't necessarily work for me. The first one was the Avène Aqua Gel. I love a gel texture moisturizer, so I wanted to try this out, but it's quite heavily scented and it kind of smells like baby powder, and I just didn't really vibe with that. I didn't get great results. I did like the texture of it, but the scent was just like a little too much for me, and that doesn't normally happen, so it must have been, I don't know, there's just something not great with that one. And then the Caudalie Vinosource, this is the SOS Hydration Intense. This is also pretty scented. This one's a little bit thicker. It has a more light scent than the Avène one. I tried like a decent amount of it and it just didn't like give me great results as well. So these two are a pass for me. Another supplement I used up, these are from Hum. These are the B12 Turbo Booster Vitamin B12. I decided to go with this. I actually have like a subscription set up with them because I get my pre and probiotic that help my skin from them. I also take like some other ones. I get like a monthly thing or I can skip. And so one month I picked up these ones because my dad actually gets B12 shots every 3 months or something. So it's one of those things that I might be deficient in. Obviously I didn't like get it tested or anything to know, but I was just kind of looking for something that could help with energy, and I don't know if I noticed a significant difference. I mean, I'm sure it didn't hinder anything, but yeah, I used that up and I just haven't repurchased it because I've purchased other ones with my monthly subscription. A couple products I'm tossing because they're very old are the St. Tropez Self Tan Purity Water Mist. There was a time and a place in which I was absolutely obsessed with these, and I do still really love the formula. What I don't love is the packaging though, because the sprayer, once you get down to like this much, the sprayer just like stops working and it just like shoots out directly when it's supposed to be a nice fine mist. So if they changed the packaging and made a better sprayer, this would be my favorite face tanner, hands down. It's so good and it's so easy to use because you just spray it down your face. It's very refreshing, had a tropical scent, and gives you a really nice glow, but the packaging alone like is just awful. Also too, this one has like nasty little clumps in it now, so I'm tossing these. If I were to repurchase this, I would probably switch it into a different bottle to spray because I think that that would be a much better idea because I really like the formula, just don't like the packaging. Next up, I have a primer that I didn't use up fully. I kind of was saving this. I've had this in my collection for a long time. It's from YSL. It's their Tousha Clot Blur primer, and I really like this. It's so silky and soft on the skin, and I do actually have a backup of this that I haven't opened. If you guys can see that, it has like gold reflex in it. It is so gorgeous, and if you're looking for a very luxe product, then this is it, but there's a ton of other primers out there that would probably do just as good. A sunscreen I've had in my collection for a while that I'm tossing because sunscreens do expire. All of them, so check your labels. But this is from Drunk Elephant. This is their Umbra Tint Physical Defense Daily Sunscreen, SPF 30, and this one, as it says, is a tinted one. And so I like this. I mean, the tint was like pretty good. I feel like tinted stuff on me always goes like quite orange. So yeah, I mean, this is off now, but it gave you a nice glow, but I definitely think that there has been so much advanced technology when it comes to sunscreens now and like what's available, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this again. I would definitely consider repurchasing, or rather trying out the glow version of the Unseen sunscreen from Supergoop, just because I love this one, the like regular one, so much, and I've heard good things about the glow one. I feel like it's a similar product, but it's just one of those things with a tinted sunscreen. I feel like I didn't use it as often as I do a clear one. So yeah, if you like tinted sunscreens and you're not using a bunch of other products like makeup and stuff during the summer, then this might be a good product, but I feel like there's maybe better options. A couple of brow products I used up. I have a Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is shade number 4. I really like this because it is quite thin. It also has a spoolie on the other side, which is great and very, very helpful. And then this other one is from Benefit, or sorry, not Benefit, It Cosmetics, and I've had this for a really long time. I also have backups of this one. This is their Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. This is the mini one, and I really like this. The shape of it's kind of like rounded. I'm throwing it away because it's super, super old, but it's a really great color. It really is universal, and I find for my brows in particular, most of the time when I use like a brown shade, it goes a little bit too red on me, and so using more of like a neutral taupe that these brands have is a little bit better for my brow shape and my brow tone and the color of it. And there is also a spoolie on the other side. So if you're looking for something and you're kind of always having that problem of having it be a little bit too warm for your brows, then maybe check this one out. Now moving on to concealers that I'm tossing because they are old. You guys already know I repurchased my Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm tossing that one. I also picked up the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer a long time ago at Ulta, and I really like this. I remember using it quite frequently. It's very creamy, blended out nice. So if you're looking for a concealer and you want to go shopping at Ulta, I do recommend that one. It was really nice. And then I also have these that are super old. They're from Too Faced. They're the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I like these, however, the packaging obviously is so big compared to these other brands, so a little more clunky, but I did also really like this concealer. The doe foot is really big. It's meant to be able to like contour and highlight and do a bunch of different things with, which isn't something I necessarily do with my makeup routine, or at least with the concealers. So yeah, I like these. I like the shade range. They have a lot of different options, and it was one that I used for a very long time and loved. I think these will be the last 2 products. The other ones are kind of like not as fun. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. I feel like a lot of people hyped this up in the beginning, and I did really enjoy their regular like Banana Bright eye cream. I remember using that a ton, and also just the regular moisturizer was really nice, but I didn't really find the primer to be that amazing compared to like other primers, just like over speaking about all primers. It was good, but it wasn't like standout fantastic, if that makes sense. And then the last thing I have is one of my lash glues. This is my favorite lash glue. I buy them in bulk because I love them so much. It's the Mosquito Companion Eyelash Glue. Cody, not now. It's really, really great, and yeah, I already have a backup that I've been using, and then I have a backup. So yeah, it's good. It dries out kind of quickly though, and I don't use lashes that often, so that kind of sucks, but it is a really good glue, and I find that it doesn't make my eyes like sting or sensitive, and it really holds them on tight through dance shows and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I repurchase it all the time. Well, there we go. Those are all my empties as of right now. That was a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you do, please let me know, because maybe I can do these on my YouTube channel going forward if that's something you're into. Obviously it takes a while for me to use up products, so it's not going to be an every month thing, but yeah, if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up because it really helps and supports my channel. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!